becomes the problem with finding somebody for you, because now people feel like you're too much overachieved. My 2 Birkins in my hand, and I have cockroaches telling me good morning and good night and good afternoon.
Nice, I feel make you mine. Girl, I love you, plus I never make you minus. If I let you smoke it, you gon' lose my lighter. If you paranoid, then I'ma spend the night. Take it out, love you every day. Diamond dancing, my money.
Ooh, baby. Let me adjust y'all to the right position. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. It's Balance TV. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But let's get into the love that y'all showed me on the last chit chat. Oh, baby, the Instagram DMs was on 10. Everybody was like, girl, you did your good, like, you did your big one. Oh my God, like, I needed that topic so much. I really need to reflect on stuff that I'm doing in my relationships and how I view guys. And you're right about the humbleness, like, guys will humble you. This and that, like, and y'all came back with more questions, and y'all checked me on one of my vlogs. Literally, somebody said, yo, vlog when you were supposed to get ready for your date, you said that you was gonna do a chit chat about career-driven women, and you didn't say it. I said, okay, clock me then. Clock it. I said, okay, we're gonna talk about it. And that's the first topic that we're gonna talk about, is the career-driven woman. For me to be where I'm at, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I had to sacrifice. And a lot of people who are in careers, if you ask them, they're going to tell you the same thing. I had to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice friendships. I had to sacrifice being in a relationship, because for me, I felt like if I'm so focused on this one thing, I cannot be focused on a relationship, even if it was a friendship. And if you were my ride or die true friend, you would understand. And all of my friends understood, like, to the point where they'll be like, V, we miss you. Here's a group picture of us. We know you studying, keep going. Like, they motivated me even more to go even harder in the paint. And that's another thing that I want to hone on when you're getting into going to school to elevate your life, or becoming a businesswoman or a businessman to elevate your life. Notice your surroundings. Notice the person when you say, hey, I'm going back to school, if they toot their nose up like, girl, why? That's the person that you need to be wary of. That's the person who, you know, they're gonna really be on the sideline looking and seeing if you're really gonna be successful. They're really not gonna be your cheerleader. You think they're your cheerleader, but they're really trying to see, is this girl really gonna do it, or is this guy really gonna do it? Same thing like businesses. And I know some people be like, your parents will tell you, don't tell people your plans, your goals, because they'll pray for your downfall. It happens, y'all. I'm so mad to tell you this, but it's true. There's friends, which I don't even consider that to be a friend. I consider that to be a frenemy, because you really just trying to get close to see my downfall in real life. But my friends, they encourage me. When I told them, like, I won't see y'all, for instance, August just passed by. This is the new semester. If I was in school, I'd have been like, y'all, I can't see y'all until Thanksgiving break. And I kid you not, when Thanksgiving break comes, they be like, girl, they got a Thanksgiving club thing going on. Well, what we call bals is Haitian club. You down, you going? I'm like, yeah, I'm down, I'm going, because I'm free. So that's where I put into, like, if you want to be a career-driven woman, you have to see who your friends really are. Are they motivating you, or are they looking down on you, or are they telling you, like, you really, I don't think you should do that. Like, I think you should do this instead. Because Somebody who's telling you, I don't think you should do that and I think you should do this, they're very undecisive and they want you to be undecisive too, which means that you're not going to go through the journey of your goal plans. And sometimes you have to realize every journey you're going to have potholes in. You're going to twist your ankle. You're going to scrape your knees. You're going to sweat, blood, tears, cry. Like, it's inevitable to happen because this is what's going to build your character. This is what determines your longevity into something because it gives you principle. A lot of people lack principle, and the principle comes from overall just working and achieving what you need to achieve, which means going through that hurdle. You don't think people who run track, you don't think they done tripped over themselves, they had a false stop, a false start. Like, this is what happens when you're achieving a career or a business. So we took down the friendship, relationships, boyfriend and girlfriend. For me, I had to dead it because one thing about being in a relationship, it's like a 50-50 situation. You have to be there for the person has to be there for you. When I was in nursing school, a lot of women who are married became divorced for the simple fact that they just didn't have time for their husband, and their husband was the type to, they couldn't manage without them. Who's gonna cook? Who's gonna clean? Like, you're studying like crazy. And I know people say nursing is the hardest thing. Entering school is hard. It's not just a program that's hard. Even if you do real estate is hard. Everything is hard. Everything has its sacrifices in its places where you just realize, I can't do this. If I cook on a Monday, I damn sure can't cook Tuesday and Wednesday. And if you're married and your husband is used to you cooking all the time and you're cutting back and he's not really a person who cooks, who can't really say, hey babe, I'm finna pick this up, or you don't have like a village where your mother-in-law be like, hey, I cooked y'all a dish for 2 days, you're gonna have a little bit of a problem in your relationship. Even for boyfriend and girlfriends, it became a little bit of a problem because now it's like, oh, I want to spend time with you, but you're not available. A real person who sees husband or wife, who sees their husband or wife is trying to get into this career mindset or this business mindset, and they want to be there for them, and they're like, hey, you know, we don't do date nights no more. I'm sorry to tell you. Now your date nights is not going to be about dressing up and going out to dinner or going to go watch a game. Maybe this go around your date night should be, babe, I didn't get to study. Why don't you help me study? Why don't you read the cue cards for me? Or you face the cue cards and you tell me what's the definition of this word. That could be y'all date night. And y'all could turn it into a game, meaning, okay, the word is diverticulitis. What's the definition of diverticulitis? Oh, it's inflammation of the colon. It means that something is trapped and we're gonna give it antibiotics. We're gonna give it flagyl, pain medicine, fluids. All right, babe, you got that right. A kiss. You see how we can turn it into a date night, fun night, but we're also studying. But you have to realize a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people's gonna be like, I'm tired of this. Like, why are we always doing this? This is somebody who doesn't want to see you elevate. And I'm sorry to tell you, you would probably have to tell them, this is not for the married couple. This is for the boyfriend or girlfriend, because people be treating boyfriend and girlfriends like y'all married. Honey, when you go into that doctor's office or when you go fill out an application, it says Miss or Mrs. Like, it does not say girlfriend, boyfriend. Baby, you take the friend or the boy off of those conjunctions, baby, it's just a boy. Who is your friend? We connected to make it boyfriend. Something happened to you, they ain't calling the boyfriend, they calling the next kid. You don't have no husband, where your mama? You don't have no mama, where your brother? You don't have no brother, where your sister? You don't have no sister, where your auntie? You see how it go down the line where y'all know you don't have it on paper. So for me, at the time when I was in nursing school, I gave up on dating. I didn't date. I was focusing on CJ. CJ at the time was like, I think a year old. Yeah, a year old. I was focused on CJ and my books, and that was it, because then I knew that all I had to do was just make sure that I was okay and my son was okay. That was it. I didn't have to make sure, did I have sex with my man tonight? Oh my God, I forgot to have sex with him. Now I'm wondering like who he having sex with, who he entertaining. You see how it just clouds your judgment in your mind frame? Like you just don't be there. Now you're focused, you're determined, you're reading, you're studying, you're acing your tests, you feel on 10 because now your ego is up here because you're like, I'm really doing it. I see the light. I'm about to graduate. You graduate. Or you invested all your money, your time into your business, you getting clientele coming in, you getting it. Like, yes. Well, here comes another part about a career-driven or business-driven woman, baby, or man. The people who underestimated you are now like, she really did it. He really did it. Now you're back in the dating pool. Now you're like, yes, I'm a nurse practitioner. And the guys are like, whoa. So you make how much money? Now you're going to be known as Miss Big Money, Mr. Big Money. Now you're like, should I dumb down my career? Before, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, even when I was a registered nurse, baby, I used to tell people I was a bank teller when we go on dates. Because when I would tell them that I was an RN, the way that their eyes would light up, like, oh, she came to save the day. Like, I'm like, what? So I had to, it's so disheartening, but I had to dumb down what I did for a living because it was just, they put it as, you know, she gets money. She can ball. Her homegirls could go out to dinner and rack up $1,000 worth of food and it's nothing to them. So now it becomes the problem with finding somebody for you, because now people feel like you're too much overachieved, or they feel like, ooh, I could really use her, you know, to get this and get that. And it's just like, now you're tiptoeing. This is what the career-driven woman has to go through. Now the dating pool is a little different for you because now you're a six-figure person. You're no longer, get out, Brinks. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I forgot to close my bathroom door, and if I don't close that bathroom door, he's gonna pee on the rug because he likes to mark his territory on rugs. So back to what I was saying. Now you're a little weary, and now the dating pool is a little bit different for you because you're trying to find somebody who matches your income, which is very hard in the Black community. It's very, very hard. Majority of Americans make $40,000 to $50,000. Now you're not in that $40,000 to $50,000 range anymore. Even if you own a business and your business is thriving, it's booming, you're probably close in revenues and everything, $200,000, $300,000. You're a registered nurse. I know off rip, fresh starting, you're probably not going to be in the 100,000 range, but you can work that up in less than 2 years. Literally, if I tell you to do the local traveling, you will be in the six-figure range, literally. Now it comes to the point where you want the high-end men, but the problem with the high-end men is the high-end men now are dating the people that they want, not the people that they can. People who are potential suitors, men and women, because women do this too, Meaning they're at this point in time in their life that they really don't have it like that, so they date who they can. Like, are you okay with me being this half-ass person yet? Like, I'm not the full person, I'm just a half person. Are you okay with that? And some women, some men are like, okay, no problem. But then once that person reached their accomplishment or their achievement, they're like, you know what? I was dating who I can. Now I'm gonna date who I want. And this is where the problem unfolds for a lot of career-driven women, that they have it all, but the relationship is just null and dull. You always meet the person where you see the potential in the person, and because you went to school and you went through the trials and tribulations, you're just motivating this person like, trust me, it's worth it. The trial and tribulations is worth it at the end of the day. You're pouring into this person, and the person don't want to do it, because the key word is they don't want to do it. You can't force a horse to a water. It's just you just can't. It is what it is. You feel me? So now you're becoming more of a fixer-upper person. Now you're like, okay, you know, the person who I do want is not wanting me. Let me go ahead and let me try to zhuzh up the person that I can into the person that I want. Honey, and this is where a lot of successful women have it hard. Career-driven women have it hard. Yes, you're able to book these flights. Yes, you're able to go and buy a $2,000 bag, a $700 shoe. Like, you can do it. But are you able to get the man that you want? This reminds me of Sex and the City with Carrie Bradshaw. She was with Aiden. Aiden was a carpenter. He had the funds, but she just wasn't in love with him. She was in love with Mr. Big. When Aiden proposed to her, Sissy Pooh took that engagement ring and put it as a necklace. When she went to go try on that wedding dress, she broke into hives because she knew that was the man that she can have. But the man that she wants to have, she just can't get him. Because Mr. Big wanted what he wanted. And at the time, he wanted the 20-year-old. He literally made her go through hoops and hurdles for him to meet a 20-year-old in Paris and propose to her in less than 3 months. This is what I mean when I say men know what they want. It is what it is. So I'm not telling you not to have a career. Having a career is the best thing to ever have. Like, the stress of life is here, but you're really right there. Because you're like, my bills is paid. I can go on vacation. I can get my hair done. I can get my nails done. I'm living a soft life. Like, I could go to the gym. I could watch my eating habits. I could go out to eat. I could cook food. I could actually purchase organic food if I wanted to. But on the flip side, it's like, when am I gonna meet my person? This is when it happens. And you sit back and you think and you're like, bruh, this girl has absolutely nothing to her my and he's with her. He's with her because he can control her like that. A lot of men are intimidated by my homeboy told me this. That's not a man. A lot of boys are intimidated by women who can hold their own because they're unable to control them. So that's the good side of being a career-driven woman, and that's the bad side about being a career-driven woman. And some women, they have it all. They have the husband, they have the great career, they have everything that they want. But sometimes it comes with a little hurdle too. Sometimes you have everything, but you can't produce a kid. Or you have everything, but you're lacking family support. It's just you and your husband. You see how it just lacks in lusters in certain things? Like, that's why I always tell my ladies, even my friends, even old friends that I had, I used to always encourage them, like, buy a property, do this, do that. When I'm not I'm not discouraging marriage. I'm not discouraging not being in a relationship. I'm just like, when you have these things in foot and you do get with somebody, y'all investment will be 10 times more. So imagine I get married, I have this property. Me and my husband could be like, okay, we're gonna rent this out and then we're gonna go buy our house that we really want to buy. And it's like, okay, now this is a rental income property. You see how it's more money coming in and less, because you're just a career builder woman. It comes with a give and it comes with a take. So the next topic y'all wanted me to talk about was soft girl life. I feel like soft girl life, it all depends on what you consider to be soft girl life. But for me, my opinion, this is just me talking, if you're studying another woman's lifestyle, meaning you see this woman get Chanel, you see this woman gets the car, you see this woman like do this and do that, and that's what you want and you're striving for that. I'm not saying for you not to have somebody to motivate you. Motivation is a great deal, but motivating you for what? Are you motivating yourself to become this materialistic driven person? Because all of that stuff is materialistic, meaning what it's really worth is not really what it's made for. Like literally, I think they exposed Dior for making bags that are really $200-300 but putting them on the market for $5,000. So it's like, what are you're looking up to this woman who you think have a soft life because of the materialistic things that she has, which then you're driving yourself to overdo, overspin, overthink that, yes, this is what a soft life is. For me, soft life is me abling to get up in the morning and be like, okay, today I want to take myself out to eat. Today I'm going to work out. I'm going to make a smoothie. I'm going to do something that's health conscious for myself. I might go for a hike. I might go for a walk. Let me meet up with my homegirls and let's have a little dialogue, talk, and see where we're at, see where she's at, if she's okay mentally. That's soft life for me. These bags that I freaking carry, and I don't care about that. Me getting my hair done, that's soft life for me. I love sitting in a chair and having somebody do my hair for me. It's just like something about maintenance for me that gives me soft life. Getting my nails done is soft life for me. I never want somebody to think me buying designer stuff is soft life. It's not. It's not. And I know some people be like, but you made it. Did you really made it because of a bag? Did you really make it because of a bag? Because I kid you not. And I'm speaking facts. I know people who have these designer bags and don't even have $2,000 into their savings account. I'm just saying. I'm just, baby, let's talk about it. How is the bag worth $5,000 but you don't even have $2,000 in your savings? What are you doing? If you have an emergency right now, I'll be damned if you carrying around a $5,000 bag and you asking to borrow money. But you're saying getting the designers is soft life. But you're asking to borrow money. Baby, that's hard life. What are you robbing Peter to pay Paul? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, it's 2024. Even Peter don't have it. So who you about to rob now with your $5,000 bag in your hand and you screaming soft life? But you borrowing money out here. Girl, if you don't go and hike somewhere and break down your ego, because one thing about it is a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people are ego driven, and this is why they feel like their life should be a certain type of way. If that's what you like and that's what you consider to be soft, more power to you. But soft for me means no stress. Soft for me means I'm not calling people to borrow money and I'm around here with a $700 sandal and a $5,000 bag and a $10,000 watch on my wrist. But I'm asking to borrow money. It's giving the Lulu. Baby, that's not soft. Baby, that's hard. Hard as concrete. And you trying to grow flowers out of a concrete. Child. Don't talk to me. No. When I say don't talk, stuff like that be pissing me off because I be wanting to shake people because I'm like, baby, is it 1 or 2 brain cells that you got in that brain? Because everybody and anybody that knows me knows I'm the type of person. I could have literally bought a Birkin for the amount of money that I spent on renovating my house. Literally. I could have actually bought 2 Birkins, to tell you the truth. Literally. But would I want 2 Birkins in my hand, and then when I open up my house looking like a trap house? Because if y'all did not know, my tenant who was in here previously, baby, they trashed this place. I had roaches coming out the wazoo in this thing. Like, disgusting. I've never knew people could be that disgusting before. So you think that I was gonna roll up in here with my 2 Birkins in my hand and I have cockroaches telling me good morning and good night and good afternoon? And I'm over here screaming soft life because I have my Birkins in my hand and I'm taking a picture on IG. Soft life. Hermes life. Baby, the comedy writes itself sometimes. I bet you, I kid you not. Because y'all don't really know the reality of these people's real lives. Y'all just see what they post on IG. Tell them to post where they sleep at. And baby, you gonna see how your life is more soft than their life. I'm just, this is the reality that y'all need to realize. Instagram is a fantasy. You can be whatever you want to be on Instagram. Even if you have friends, the friends are not gonna be in your comments and be like, girl, you know you living a lie. This is not your lifestyle. All they gonna do is screenshot it, send it to a separate group text and be like, you see what Sissy Pooh doing? Sissy Pooh really thinks she living this life? Child, she got everybody fooled and then some. That's all. Literally, that's why we have a whole bunch of weirdos right now, because people are living in this ego-filled life and they're using other people to soak in their ego when in actuality, they just need to live in their reality. And it's okay. I literally seen this one girl on IG. She opened a business around like after pandemic. The business catapulted, like boomed off to the point where she was able to afford her dream car, which was a Range Rover. I forgot her name on IG. But she was able to afford her dream car, and it was a Range Rover. Well, 2024 hit, she made this long post. Stating how she manifested her dream business. She manifested her dream car. She was able to achieve it. But now her business is going down and she has to downgrade on her car, which she is very unhappy about. But she knows that if she's able to achieve it the first time, she'll be able to achieve it the second time. Do you want to know what this girl considered to be a downgrade of a car? She bought a brand new Lexus. I think it was the NX. Brand new. And I'm over here like, girl, you consider that to be a downgrade car? Do you know how many people out here they're driving like a Honda, 2000 Honda. They would consider that to be like a Bentley to them. And I'm over here like, I get what she's doing. Because this is the thing about life. Life will humble you in a way that you'll never thought it would humble you. When you're on top, you feel like nothing can touch you. It's just gonna go up from here. But sometimes life is like the stock market. Same thing, like the stock market can plateau. It could literally deflate like in 2.5 seconds. You could put in $5,000. Your $5,000 turns you into a millionaire. And you're like, okay, I'm not gonna pull because I know it's gonna go up. And then that million crashed down to 1,000. And you're like, I lost $4,000. For me, I feel like she realized she was bragging about this car, because even I was looking on her page and all she was talking about was the car. She even showed the keys when she first got the car. They did the little confetti thing. So I think she kind of realized like people are no longer going to see me in the car and they're going to judge me because I no longer have the car. Maybe who gives a damn? Because at the end of the day, their opinion is not paying that bill. When you go into repossession, their name is not on that repo. It's your name that's on that repo. One thing I can tell you, my friends could tell you for damn sure, I don't give a about a car. What's a car? You realize what's a car when you don't have a car. That's when you're like, man, I wish I had a little bucket. You see? It's material stuff. That's why I don't let my soft girl be about material. My soft girl is about my health. My soft girl is, are my kids happy? Am I happy? Am I able to go to work, give it my all, and come home and be satisfied with what I gave at my job? And then on my days off, am I able to spill into me? Maybe you making your morning coffee every morning is your soft girl era. Maybe you tweezing your eyebrows by yourself or doing your own makeup makes you feel soft, makes you feel like you're that girl. And it's okay. You don't have to have material things. You want to know what's so funny? When I wear my Fashion Nova outfits, that's when I get the most compliments. People be like, girl, what you got on? I be like, Fashion Nova? They're like, you lying. Nope. They're like, what? That's so cute. Yup. Like my last vlog, that little two-piece set, the amount of compliments that I was getting, literally people was tapping me on much, oh, you're so cute. I love your outfit. I'm like, thank you. Lola Boutique. I don't even think that outfit cost me $25. But I had a $700 sandal on with a $1,300 bag in my hand. And everybody was looking at the outfit. They didn't even care about the bag. You see? Be soft. Don't put yourself in a hard predicament trying to be soft, honey. You gonna crash out. You gonna wreck. It's okay. If you're able to afford Charlotte Russe, it's okay. Because at a point in time, you're going to get to that point in life where you buy these designer stuff and you don't even wear them. Baby, when I tell you the amount of stuff that I have in my closet that I was yearning for, itching for, like these Louis boots. I've been wanting these Louis boots for like 3 years in a row. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want the boots. I want the boots. I want the boots. Everybody that I see on IG, I'm like, how could they find the boot and I couldn't find the boot? I finally found the boot. Ask me how many times I wore the boot. Twice. Twice, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not even worth it trying to make yourself into somebody else's lifestyle. It's not even worth it. Yep. So the next topic was... oh, y'all asked a lot of relationship topic. I think I kind of dwelled into that, you know, am I a Barbara the Builder? I'm not even gonna lie to you. In my 20s, I was Barbara the Builder because I seen the potential in the guy. But just like if you didn't see the interview with Cam Newton, you have to realize men set standards for themselves, and that's where we fall in the cracks and we lose ourselves because we're so invested into this man who already had a goal plan from the moment they met you. They already knew, this is who it is. This is what I'm gonna do. It is what it is. Nothing's gonna change my mind about her. This is why you get these men, you be in relationship for 6 years and never propose. Any man that you meet, me, I'm a type of person, I don't know what it was, but I was never, guys just gravitated towards me. Girls didn't really gravitate towards me like that until they got to know me and they're like, damn, you cool as hell. But a lot of my friends are guy friends. And I've always asked them, when do you know your wife was your wife or she was the one? 6 months, a year. No longer than that. It's same thing like dating. When do you know the person is your situationship or you really want to build with this person? 3 months in. A lot of guys be like 3 months. I already knew she was gonna be my girlfriend. Or on the second date, I knew it, but I seen she was a little hesitant, so I kind of see what her flow was about. And then once I realized what her flow was about, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make her my girlfriend, and that's just that. But for me, I was a Barbara the Builder in my 20s because I seen the potential in the person. So I wanted to build my bear, but not knowing that, baby, it was just a stuffed animal. Literally, it wasn't going nowhere, doing nothing. It was just there. And as much as I could stuff it, as much as I could build for it, the more I could dress it up, do all of this, it still was just wanted to be complacent, wanted to be there. But when I realized in my 20s is that some people come into your life to be an anchor. Y'all gonna be like, what? What do you mean by that? You see a boat. The boat is in the middle of the ocean. For the boat to not sway away from the rip currents or from the waves, they put an anchor down. Okay, that's the anchor. You meet somebody. You're on the shore, frolicking, sun tanning, looking cute, and then you see this person, and the person is like waving in the water. Help me, Lord, I'm drowning. You become a lifeguard. You swim to that person. Okay, I'm gonna save you because I see you in need, and I'm good, and I'm a good swimmer. I'm tan. I'm just living my life. I'm living, and I see that you're about to die. Let me come save you. I'm swimming. Yes, swimming to my man. my man. You get to the man, and you like, all right, come on, let me help you. Get on me. Now you're swimming with one arm. And the person like, oh, okay, I see her. She's swimming with one arm. Let me put my whole body on her. Boom. Now you're sinking with this person. Every time this person, once you're sinking with this person, he kind of lets you go a little bit because he realized, okay, when I hold on to her really tight, we both go down. But when I let loose a little bit, we kind of float back up together, right? But the moment he sees that you're about to make it to the top and he's still holding on and he's like, okay, let me just hold you down a little bit more. That's your anchor. This person is drowning you. This is your Build-A-Bear person. It goes for women, it goes for men too. This is your Build-A-Bear person. So are you going to let this person be your anchor and still taking you down? Or are you going to say, listen, I've helped you as much as I can. You were on the far back end of the ocean. I got you to the middle. But for me, I feel like I'm about to drown in the middle. I'm so sorry, but I have to let you go right here. I need to make it back to shore. You cut the anchor off and you Michael Phelps in this thing. Baby, you made it to shore. You huffing and you puffing. Oh, Lord, I done made it. And you see him in the middle and you're like, oh, we made it this far. We made it to the middle. Let me re-energize myself. Let me heal. Let me get my bearings together. And here he comes, waving again, because he see you on that shoreline and you're about to leave. And your sense of hope in, I know he can do it. I know he can do it. But this time, I'm not going to let him hold on to me. This time, I'm going to guide him. I'm going to tell him. Now, you swim back, but you're not going that far back because he's in the middle now. All this time, you're preparing yourself. You're gearing yourself to go back with energy that you have. He still has not mustered the energy that he needs to muster for himself to go to shore. And you're like, I know he can. Let me show him that he can. You go back out there again. In the midst of going back there again, you're like, you see him coming to put his arm around you so you can swim with your, and you're like, This time around, you're gonna do it yourself, and I'm going to coach you. I'm not going to show you, I'm going to coach you. We're gonna do it together. And he goes, what? What do you mean, coach? I just need help. Are you gonna help me or not? And you're like, what? So you really don't want to learn how to swim. You really just want to tread water for the rest of your life, and then you find somebody else to cling on to, and then you're gonna hope that they bring you to shore? This is the Build-A-Bear. You're not going nowhere being a builder. You're not building nothing, Barbara. Barbara, if you don't let that man go, because right now, I'm not even going to lie to you. You could have probably built yourself a mansion. You could have probably, you got a hut. A hut. Do y'all know what a hut is? The hut don't even have a good roof. When it rains, it leaks. You could have had a mansion. But no, you want to be Barbara the Builder. You want to be Save the Hoe. I'm going to save you. And all you're doing is chipping away at your mansion. Chipping away. Because he sees it. He sees what you're capable of doing. He sees like, man, this girl is fantastic, man. But I'm really not up to her standards. But let me see if I could just have her come down to my standards. And you coming down to his standard is you drowning yourself, while he's over here trying to swim to shore off of your back. Women do it too. It's just that I'm a woman and I can, speak on a woman's perspective more than I could speak on a man's perspective. But men do it too. But sometimes men know that she's not capable of being that person, but because she's such an arm candy, he does not mind sticking it out with that person because the person is such an arm candy, even though he complains. And this is where you meet the man who's like, I'm stuck on my ex, because he sees the potential in her, but she doesn't see the potential in herself. But I don't know if it's love or if it's just trauma bonding. And a lot of people think trauma bonding is love, and it's not love. Baby, y'all both need to seek therapy. It's the blind leading the blind. Y'all both need to go to a therapist and unhold all those trauma as a child. A lot of people don't realize that the way that your parents treated you is what you're showing as an adult, what you're showing in your relationships. I remember one time I went to my mom because I lived in my neighborhood had a whole bunch of Caucasian kids, and Caucasian parents, they're more affectionate, lovey-dovey. I love you, Tiffany, I love you, Jonathan. And I've never heard that in my household, and it was new to me. I was like, what? And I kid you not, I was 10 years old. I remember, mind you, I'm 37. I was 10. I remember it to this day. I went to my mom and I was like, I love you, Mom. You know what she told me? Love yourself, you'll get further in life. I was like, okay. From that day on, I've never told a soul I love you. My mom, never. I had my son at 19. And I don't know what happened with me having my son. It changed her. Like, she just was like so lovey-dovey, did this. And I remember I was 20 years old and she called me and she said, you never say I love you. And I said, I did. And you told me to love yourself. And she was like, when you was a kid? I said, yeah. What did you expect? And she's like, I didn't mean that. I'm like, but you never said it. You never said that you loved me. So when I did say that I loved you, you took it and you was like, girl, if you don't love yourself, you'll get further in life. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I did get further in life thinking like that because I never put a man on a pedestal, because I realized that at the end of the day, having self-worth and loving yourself even more, it shows somebody else like, okay, I really can't be playing with her like that, because she knows who she is and where she comes from. Like, that's why, hands down, the moment I meet somebody, ask my friends, baby, I be quick to cut somebody off. What? You talk to me nasty? What? I feel like I'm a bother. I don't do that. Baby, what? Huh? I don't do that, and I don't build. I build one time. And baby, that build came into, baby, if I tell you what happened, I remember vividly, I went to FAU to go get my bachelor's in science. I took this man with me. Do y'all hear me? I took this man with me to FAU because I think he was 8 credits shy of graduating with his bachelor's. I took this man with me. You know what this man went to go do? At 28 years old, he went to the football coach. Baby! When we got back in the car and I asked him, oh, so what did they tell you? Was your credits able to transfer? Was it like a 2+2 thing where you don't need to take any more classes because the credit matches? He said, no, I didn't go to registration. I said, you didn't go to registration? You didn't go to administration? I said, where did you go? He said, oh, I went to the football coach. I kid you not. Ask any of my friends. Baby, the moment we sat in that car and he told me that, I said, listen, me and you, we not going no more. Or we gotta call this, we gotta cut it off. I'm so sorry. Where I'm trying to go in life, you're not trying to go there. And I'm really trying to help you. And you really not there. And it's okay. And me as a woman, I'm petting Brinks, y'all. So that's why you hear that noise. Me as a woman, I need to know when to let go. Because now you're a tethered rope that's around my hand, and now my hand is getting bruised and getting cut, and I need to let this rope go. I kid you not, y'all. He went with somebody, another woman. When he went with that woman, I was in my RN to BSN fast track at the time. By the time I graduated with my BSN, this man accumulated $2,000 in red light tickets on this girl's car. Got the girl kicked out of her apartment complex. She had to move in back with her mama. And then on top of that, you want to know what's so funny? She was checking me about the guy because, kid you not, he kept on talking about me to her. And she got pissed. And she called me and she was like, oh, I was gonna, at the time my front door was red. She was like, oh, I was gonna come to your red front door. I said, and you was gonna get an ass whooping. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because baby, what you doing in front of my property? What did you want to know? Oh, because he's constantly talking about you. I'm like, okay. What does that got to do with me, honey? Do you see when I say stop being Barbara the Builder? Barbara the Builder ain't gonna get you nowhere, honey, because they're gonna do exactly what they want to do, and that's being stable at where they're at. Some people are comfortable being a user. That's what they do. They use women. They use men. Some people are comfortable with being used, like being a user. But at the end of the day, when you're a user, you're gonna get used at the end of the day. Like, life is not gonna be peachy cream for you. You're gonna have a lot of karma that you gotta pay. Just like you use somebody for $10 and then you end up losing $50, it happens. Your best bet is to work on yourself so you can be better for yourself. So when you do find somebody, y'all can basically bond together. And honey, this is it for the chit chat. I hope y'all enjoyed the chit chat. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all want more chit chats, y'all know what to do. Hit me up in the DMs, IG. Y'all know my TikTok now. Y'all can message me on TikTok. Y'all can comment below. Tell me if y'all like the topic. Mind you, this is what people been writing me, so this is what I'm coming off of. This time I remembered everything that y'all said, so I ain't have to keep on flipping flopping on my phone. But y'all know how to reach out to me. And then stay tuned for a vlog, because I am gonna post a weekly vlog after this. And y'all know what I say, baby. I've been consistent. So show your girls some love.
I feel make you mine, Girl, I love you, plus I never make you minus. If I let you smoke it, you gon' lose my lighter. If you're paranoid, then I'ma spend the night. Take it out, love me, every day. Diamond dancing, my money, I gon'